Alright, I'd say that's definitely more than enough setup. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to Minecraft Kaijerica. Yep, when we last left off, we did a live stream in which I basically decided that I wanted to finally see my gigantic super automation system machine completely finished. And, that's odd. For some reason, my keyboard is misbehaving. This thing, it's plugged in and charging, so I don't know why it's not functioning. There we go. Anyway, what I did was that I decided to finish building the Super Smelter, which is basically a mirror companion to the Super Cultivator system, the powerful, gigantic genetics factory. Had like a whole lot of free time on your hands, and basically decide what you're going to do with that free time. What you really want to get down to is, like, I don't know, maybe catch up on some animes that you've had on the back burner for a while. But then when you actually finally get around to watching the animes, you suddenly run out of all that free time and no longer have the ability to do it. It's basically how I am about a whole lot of things. I could start something, but I can never actually finish it. I remember coming up this November and December, basically like around the holiday season, it will be 2 years since I started rewatching the old shonen series that Yu Yu Hakusho, The Spirit Detective. I watched that show growing up as a kid on Toonami, and I loved it. And basically, like, revisiting it, I actually see that the show had a lot of strengths where that basically like compensated for a whole lot of weaknesses that I don't think that like series like Dragon Ball Z ever really addressed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball Z, it's still my favorite. I think that definitely when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, though, the problems that Dragon Ball Super developed, Yu Yu Hakusho basically like avoids and does better. But anyway, the point is that I remember when I was a kid, I watched all the way through the Dark Tournament, and then maybe an episode or two after the Dark Tournament, and then for some reason I stopped watching, and I have no idea why. And then, friggin' 20 years later, the same thing happens. I've watched it on Funimation, leading all the way up to a few episodes after the Dark Tournament, and I suddenly just stop watching. And I don't know why I do that. I literally do that with almost every single anime that I watch. Like, a couple of years before that, Rurouni Kenshin gets on Netflix, and it looks like I got somebody in the chat. Hey, Chaos, what's up? Anyway, just rambling on here as I basically try and figure out my next move. Talking about, like, how I never finish anime. Hey, LT, she's here too. Welcome, guys. I think that you missed the first few minutes of the stream. I'm just basically going to be working on my item elevators here, making sure that the waterway to deliver the items is all ready. You don't need to worry about those little tiny baby slimes. They're not going to hurt anybody. So, I think that's, yep, I've already done enough prep work. Let's start filling these in. I need my white glass. Let's see. Anyway, the point of that little ramble on that I was trying to get is that I basically really want to finish watching Attack on Titan. Made it all the way up through Season 3, but the final few episodes of Season 3 were just so emotional that I literally had to walk away from it. I had to take a break because it's like, I watched the entire series up until Season 3, and that was like a whole lot of emotion. Like, I think Attack on Titan is a show that you really want to pace yourself with. And it's like, it was a mistake trying to go through the entire thing all over again, which is ironic considering that I want to watch the entire thing all over again before I watch Season 4. That's ironic. I really wish that I basically did that while I was on vacation last week. I told myself that you probably should do it, just spare a few hours, maybe even a day or two, binge the entire series, and you're going to be glad that you did. And I tried to, but I kept getting distracted. So many things. Don't you just hate that when you're on vacation, but things still go wrong? Anyways, let's see. Lines up. And there are two. I'm pretty sure that this outer one, yep, it's the one that goes back there. That's the one for the biofossils. It's, like I said in the last video, the biofossils are going to be the fuel that powers the cultivator vats. Because this is a version of this mod that's back when they still did that. And like I told you all before, I don't want to update it because the maker of the Godzilla mod abandoned the Godzilla mod, and, well, I don't want to lose this cool, shiny, flying armor that I've got on. I mean, this thing basically allows me to break all the rules and play all the fools, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Totally know what I'm saying. This man is insane. But, anyways, let's see. And that one, pretty sure that that's the sand, and it goes, yep, it goes into that hopper. So, I think, you know what? I want to consult with the schematics for this thing, so let's go on over to my testing world. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, okay, that's the smelter. This is the bio factory, and we are over here. Yep. Aha, so I was right. Let's see. I want these ones to be built into the ceiling, but when it comes to this one, I think I can get away with having it at least a few blocks lower. At least maybe one block lower, so that, well, the way that it goes is that the sand, or whatever I've got going into here, travels along the waterway, hits the glass pillar, goes up, actually goes through this line of ice, and ends up in this river, which is then carried to the hopper. Yep, so all the ones that are on this level, they are in the ceiling. They are definitely in the ceiling. But when it comes to these two, this one and this one, I have chosen to put them lower. I'm not sure. I know that for this one, there's a reason, because if I put it all the way up in the ceiling, it's going to conflict with that one. But this one, I wonder if I did that for an aesthetic choice. Maybe it's because I want to see the stuff actually go up and go in, just to make sure. I think maybe it's because maybe this has a bit of a flaw where, yep, a whole bunch of non-genetics junk gets end up in there, so I want to keep my eye on everything that goes in. But that's the way the money goes. Anyway, so I just gotta remember, I don't build this one into the ceiling, but I do build this one into the ceiling. But I don't, let's see. Just gotta make sure that I do the ice correctly. So, maybe I'll go ahead and take care of that first. Come on, keyboard, work with me. I've literally been charging you all day. I don't blame you, barely went through one episode, got easily emotional. Shadowbringers. You uploaded your first episode?